Kind of feels like an unboxing video, but it's not. I am actually organizing, as you can see. So let's get this out. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeola Mosaku, and in today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit more exciting for me, which is organizing. If you're new here, welcome to the community of Know About It. If you haven't subscribed already, go and click the subscribe button, and if you're already here, you're awesome because you've already subscribed. Without any further ado, let's get into today's video. So a lot of us do organize our spices in very different ways. Some of us have cupboards, which I don't have much space for cupboards, but I have a drawer. Some of you have very small drawers, some of you have large drawers. I've got a deep drawer, so let me show you what it looks like now. This is what my spice jar looks like. It's a deep drawer, hence the reason why I try and make sure that all my spices are labeled on top so it's easy for me to tell what they are. I've tried to demarcate different sections, so I've kind of got like the spices going on here. I've got ones that are more Nigerian, you might not know what that is, and things here we use a lot of Maggi, and the ones I use more frequent, you might have seen this in my previous video, in my organizing video. I'll put the cards on so you can see that. So this is also here, and I've got my oils at the same time, so I kind of use this drawer for every time I'm going to cook. Most of the things on my ingredients I use to cook are in here, but we are now going to organize it to make it look a lot more better. The first thing I need to do is get everything out so I can categorize them and see exactly what needs to go where and what I'm going to be changing. So let me go ahead and start doing that. This is dirty, so I'm going to give it a good clean. I'm just going to take it out. That's a good thing about having a mat underneath your drawers, is that you can just take this and clean it a lot easier than having to deal with that. All nice and clean now. That's there. So I'm going to show you how I've categorized my spices. Remember in my what to do after Christmas video, I did say if you've got any spices in your kitchen and you haven't used them in 12 months, it's time to get rid of them. And that's what I've got over here. I've got this pile here, which I don't really use. I do use some of it. I'm going to put some of it in the garage, and some of them, if I'm not going to use at all, I'm just going to get rid of it if I haven't been using it. But the rest of it's pretty much straightforward. Things, I've got oil, I've got more spices here, and I've got spices that are labeled over there on top of them. But I did try to look for a much better solution for myself. I wanted something I could just pick up, and most of the things I need is already there. So I'm going to fill this one up. I'm going to clean it and fill it up with things I actually do need, and then I'm going to put it back. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this one yet, but I'm sure I pretty much use everything else in here a little bit more regularly. So I put those there, and now I am going to get my spice jar that I just bought. So I got this from Amazon because, like I said, I wanted something it's a bit easy for me to pick up and have all my spice jars in there, and it goes with the color of my kitchen. So this is what it looks like. What I didn't realize was the fact that it was going to come with its own ingredients in there. So it's got ground cinnamon. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that. Actually, I do use it sometimes. So this is what this looks like. They come in two sizes. If you've got space for a double decker, it comes as a double as well, so you can have extra spices on there. For me, this is brilliant because I could just pick it up and use it. And the other thing I really liked about this is the fact you can rotate it, so you can easily check and see what you're trying to get without falling over the rest. And also it's got labels on there. I think they're quite easier to take off because I am going to be reusing this at some point. I can imagine there are some things here that I won't really use, so I could easily just take off the label and put my own label in. That's what I really liked about that. So I'm going to put this in my drawer and see what it looks like. The challenging part of this drawer is the fact that for the gas, you've got the gas coming all the way down here. So if you want to put something, you have to be very careful for the height. So I've done my measurements to make sure that it would fit in before I bought it. That's why I couldn't really get the double decker one. So hence reason why, but that is really good. I do like that. So I try to clean all my spices and try to arrange them color coordinated, so it's easy for me to know what I'm looking for. I know the green ones are kind of like garlic, persimmon, and sage, and then for the red one I know they're turmeric, cinnamon and ginger and things like that. So these are the things I kind of use on a day-to-day basis. I don't really use the parsley or the sage, but because I've got space for it, I am going to leave it in there, and I'm going to put this right next to the rest. I really like these containers because they're see-through, so you can easily see what's in there, which means I can multi-pack. I can put similar items together, which I've got my herbs in here. I've got thyme, I've got Italian herbs, and I've got my Nigerian crayfish. If you're Nigerian, you know what I'm talking about. So this goes in there like that. And I'm going to close that, but I can see through every corner. So if I pick this up, I know exactly what's in there, and they're all similarly alike anyway. So I used this to demarcate it before, but I'm going to see if I can do without using this. This I got on a website. I would click all the links for you below so you know where I got all this stuff from. But this is from a place called A Place for Everything, which I think is a really good website. You can find any kind of organizing the stuff on their website. Also, I've got like 4 Maggi jars, so I'm gonna see if I can try and save myself some space by putting things together. And the reason why I had that was because this is chicken stock Maggi, this is for beef, and this is for crayfish. So I'm going to put the chicken ones together now. The chicken ones here. I had 2 different kinds of chicken Maggi, that's why I had the 4th one, and this is for crayfish. So I'm going to put this in here. It's not a lot of them, but I normally have a big one actually, so I would put it. I'm just going to clean this up so it's all looking nice and clean. Some of us do like to be extra, and I am one of those people. I like it looking pretty, organized and pretty, so I do try and kind of organize them so I can see them all facing up. That's so all my Maggies can go in. This is one of the spices I haven't used over here. Now it's expired, so it's gonna go in the bin. Anything else that I haven't used is kind of expired. This hasn't expired. Yes, this is still good. I haven't used that. This is 2020. This is 2020 as well. They've both gone off, so they're going in the bin. I'm gonna put this in my garage. So I've got this. I do use all of this soy sauce, so I'm going to see where I'm going to put those in, somewhere in there. So let's get to the oil. So I've gotten rid of this. I've gotten rid of some of my ingredients that I'm not using, and I've still got something to use if I still wanted to use that, but there's no need for me using this because I've combined my Maggies together, so I've been able to save myself 1 container. And now I've got the oils to go. So we do use this on a regular basis, but we've got 2 of those, so I would see which one is going to expire soon. This is going to expire soon, so we're going to keep this one. We are going to keep this one May. So I'm left with these 3 bottles that I need to use. The only thing is, this is my reusable oil. Once we use oil, we normally reuse it again. If you fry plantain like I do, you know, you don't throw away the oil just because you've used it once. you reuse it again next time you want to fry your plantain, or maybe eggs for that matter. Kind of feels like an unboxing video, but it's not. I am actually organizing, as you can see. So let's get this out. No! Guys, guess what just happened? I just broke the cover for the bottle. It's all on the floor. I don't know. Completely smashed. So lesson learned, if you're gonna get one of these, they are very fragile, so very delicate. It looks like something from like a science lab, and that's what attracted me to it in the first place. But I am still gonna go ahead and just to show you guys what it would have looked like if I put my oil in here. Look at the bottle here, it would have had that cover, which would have been really nice. But things happen, what can we do? Also comes with like a mat, you know, because every time you kind of place oil, sometimes you have the residual coming out from the bottle. So I do like the fact that they've thought about that and they've put a mat in there. So this is what I was going to do. Put this here, put that there, and see, there's a little gap between my gas and the bottle, and the reason why I went for this size. So the top would have come to just about here. It was perfect size for my drawer. So like I always say, you need to make sure you do your measurements, measure, make sure that whatever you're getting, it's a good solution. And the best way to do it is solve your problem first and then start to try and make it look pretty. So make sure that the things I'm going to be putting in there are actually going to work. I've had to return this. The first one I bought was a tall bottle. I had to return it because it wasn't going to work for my drawer. Even though I did do the measurement, it was just by with 0.1 centimeters out or something like that. But this fits perfectly. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to have to cover it somehow just to make sure my oil doesn't go off. And then I'll put the rest of the bottles in there. These two bottles. Should we put them at the back? Let me see if I put them at the back, it might look better. So voila, this is what my spice drawer looks like. This is what I like to be able to see. I like the fact that I can see most of my things are labeled. I can easily pick this up and use and put it back. I can also do this with that. I can pick this up, use it to cook and put it back. Same goes with this one. This is quite easy. I still haven't found what to put here. I'm sure I'll figure out something. But the same thing goes here. I can cook, use it and put it back. So the ones that I'm not going to be putting back are basically things that I use very regularly as well. But it's easy for me to kind of look through it because they're all see-throughs at the moment. So I can see what's in there. I can see what's in there. I know what's in there. This is like my proper Nigerian spices, so they are put in there. I know exactly what's in there, and some of it is Chinese as well, but I know exactly what's in there. I just need to pick one of it up, and most of what I need is in here in terms of chili spice and stuff. And I put this one up if I'm making pepper soup or something. I know most of what I need is in here. So guys, there you have it. This is how I organize my spice rack, or should I say spice drawer, because I've got a drawer. If you have any solutions, let us know at the comments below so that we can all share your knowledge. Also, I was going to say, before I wrap up, I have got some few options for you. So if you haven't got a drawer like mine, but you've got maybe a smaller drawer, or maybe you've got a cupboard for that matter, I have got some solution. If you've got a really small kitchen, let me show you things you can use in your kitchen actually. Let's take this 4-tier spice rack for example. If you don't want to put something on your fridge, or maybe you haven't got that space to put a magnetic one on your fridge, you can put it on the door handle of your cupboard. That would make it nice and neat as well, and you can close it. That's a very good way of saving space as well. My next one is also a magnetic one, so you can have magnetic spices and you can just put them anywhere that's magnetic in your home, whether it would just be on your cooker. Some people have the backsplash on their cooker to be magnetic, and that would be quite good, but just be careful because of it coming out of your cooking. And also you can put it on the side or in the front or somewhere around your fridge, or you can have your own, like they've done here, they've actually had their own magnetic mat you can screw that on in a cupboard or on a wall and just put your spices on there. So I hope that's been useful for you. If you've liked anything I've mentioned today, click the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to have more videos like this when they come out from me, click the bell. When you click the bell, it means anytime I bring out a new video, you will get notified for it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and see you in my next video.